So before I get started, I do want to apologize for a few things. One, it's the very end of the day, and I just kind of blotted my face and touched up my foundation, so looking a little bit crusty. And I'm reviewing a new foundation that's not new, but I'm reviewing a foundation that's not doing very well. And two, I got what is it? Botox in my jaw and my fillers in my chin, so there is tape there, so please ignore that. But yeah, anyway, other than that, oh, my dry ass lip. We're doing a lip swatch video today, so she's looking a little crusty, so hopefully we can ignore that. But today, I'm reviewing and swatching the new Pony Effect Contour Lip Color. See, I obviously don't know these products well enough. I'm reading the fucking like name on this. Basically, the concept of these came out with the spring collection, kind of. I went to the store originally to pick up the whole spring collection because a lot of people don't know this, and they're still wondering is that if Pony Effect is like sponsoring me. They're not sponsoring, like giving me money to talk about the product, they're just sending it to me to review. As you guys know, I'm very honest about how, even though I like Pony Effect, I'm still honest about how I feel about the products. But yeah, they do send me the new collections, except this Contour Lip Color thing. It came out like a week or so later after, like in store, it came out like a week after the spring collection came out. So anyway, I picked all the colors up to review them for you. And the concept of these is that it's like a dual-ended lip product. One end is like a lip liner, and the other end is a lip stick. I'm glad that one end is like thinner than the other, so you can tell like what side is what. Because sometimes, especially even with like eyebrow pencils, both ends will look the same. Like one end is the spoolie, and the other end is the actual brow pencil. But I never know which side is the actual pencil. This side, obviously, the thinner side is the lip pencil itself. The lip liner, sorry. And then the other end is your lip color. It's kind of like a bullet pencil. Not a bullet. It's kind of like a pencil shape. So it's not like lipstick in that. Like the shape is not like a lipstick in that. It comes at like a slant, and then you can like fill in like the shape of your brows. The shape of your lips. That's what the liner is for. And basically, my thought on these is that one, the liner is not really, because when I think of lip liner, I think of like a matte sort of lip pencil, because I feel like I don't have much experience with lip liners, but from the ones that I've seen and what I've known for over the years, is that it's like a matte type of pencil, and not only does it help you shape your lips, but it's supposed to help keep your lipstick on and keep it from bleeding. But I feel like, and then the other end, the lipstick end, is more of like just a classic lipstick color. They're not really matte. Some of them are more kind of just like a creamy texture. Some have a little bit more shine than others in the collection of colors. But honestly, the lip liner is a little bit more matte than the lip color on the other end, but it doesn't give me the impression that like, oh, it's gonna make my lipstick last longer. It's kind of just like, for me, in my head, I'm thinking it's more just like a thinner version of the lip color on the other end so that it can help you line the lips. That's what I think about it. On the swatches on the Pony Effect site, not the site, but I don't know if you can see that, but this is the lip liner, and compared to the lipstick little swatch that they have, it obviously it's supposed to look, it looks more matte, I guess. But with that being said, the color's long wearing if you're not eating and if you're not drinking. What I did find though is that as long as you definitely work it into the lips and maybe do a layer, then blot it with a tissue, and then put another layer, some of the colors stay in your lips, which is a good thing. That means it fades with dignity. It's not going to look like patchy and gross, but it's not like a liquid lipstick in that it's going to be like there all day. And it's not like super bulletproof. It will transfer. It will definitely transfer. But it's one of those formulas where it's quite strong and creamy, so that, let's say you accidentally, like if you kiss someone on the cheek, most of the lip color will still be there, especially if you like line your entire lips and fill it in with a pencil and then put the lip color on top, the lipstick on top, then I think you should be fine. Yeah, this is definitely, I feel like, aimed more towards people that really love to wear, that don't mind classic lipsticks, that enjoy that kind of creamy, non-drying sort of feeling. Oh, that's one thing. Because the lip liner isn't like super matte like a classic lip liner, it doesn't feel dry on the lips. And in fact, that's one thing I really enjoy, is that I did test two of the colors. And my lips were, again, my lips are really dry and crusty. But with these ones, they kind of envelop the lips in like a layer of the actual lipstick. So it even coats it sounds weird, but it even coats like the dry skin on the lips, so that it like flattens it out and your lips just look like even. It has a little bit of shine to it, so I feel like even people with chronically dry lips like me, they should be fine. Especially because, you know, lately I feel like matte lip colors have been really popular, so it's still good to go back to like the classic kind of lip formula, I suppose. All of the colors except 2, it does have like a matching lip liner and a lipstick. I'm gonna call it lipstick. But 2 of them are like unique in that you will see. I'll talk about them as I'm swatching them. But 2 of them are like unique colors. One is a blue and one is like a brownish. But the ones on the ends are rather than like lip liners. You can line your lips with them if you want, but they're more of like glittery highlight colors that you can put in the center of the lips to like add interest, make them look a little bit more interesting. On the little description for these things, it literally just says they're just a dual-ended lip product in that they give your lips texture. I don't really know what that's supposed to mean, but when everything is said and done, it just looks like a lipstick that you put on. I suppose the only benefit is that you get your lip liner to help you really shape your lips, which can be a good thing. Some people, especially for me, sometimes it's hard to get the shape of my lip, like if I'm doing the lip swatch videos, because you guys know I don't really wear lipstick very often, if at all, outside. When I'm doing lip swatch videos, it's kind of hard to get a shape because my lip shape is kind of wobbly, wonky. Having the lip liner there definitely helps get the shape that I want, so I can outline where I want to have my lip shape, and then I can just fill it in with the other lip color really easily because it's kind of just like going over that. Yeah, I mean, I don't really have anything else to say other than she's cute. She's cute, I guess. Honestly, if I'm gonna be 100% honest with you, I didn't really think these were that necessary. But they're cute. There are definitely gonna be people out there that want to buy it. This video is just me, you know, giving my opinion on it. So, oh, another thing. If you go to like the tutorial, it shows you that like in general, not even just this stuff, but like if you, especially like on Instagram, when people are doing like their lips, and they do that thing where they like line the outside of the lips, and then they like contour like the center of the lip here, down here, kind of to add like, I don't know, to add like volume or something, and then maybe they'll go in with like a lighter lip color like in the center. I really don't understand the point of that because you're gonna like cover up those lines anyway. So that's one thing about makeup that sometimes I just don't understand. But anyway, I'm gonna start with the lip swatches. So yeah. Oh, by the way, these cost about 28,000 won. If you buy them on the Mimibox site, whenever anything is on Mimibox site, it has like the discounted price, which is what you'll pay for if you order it on the Korean Mimibox. But if you go in store, and I'm sure also the prices will be different if you buy it at like a foreign site or something. A foreign site. Originally, it's 28,000 won, which is expensive. It's like $25. I don't. That's a. You can with that you can get like a MAC lipstick. I'm not saying these aren't as good as MAC lipsticks. It does make a little bit of sense to me because you are getting like 2 products technically in one. So if you think about it that way, I don't think the price is that bad. But I did buy all of them myself, so it was quite expensive. But I don't mind paying for it if it means I'm able to review it for you guys. But yeah, that's something to keep in mind definitely. Lord, oh god, now you can see the real crust. Oh my god, this is a mess. Anyway, one thing. Oh, this is so weird. One thing is that I wish. I mean, I did say that, oh, it's easy to identify which end is the lip liner, which end is the lipstick. But one thing I wish is that there's a way to identify, like, the actual color in there without having to, like, open the bullet. But you know what? That's just a small thing. So I just thought I'd put my little 2 cents on that out there. Alright, so this is Controller. It's kind of like a tomato. Let me do it first and then I'll describe the color. For me, this Cupid's bow can be really difficult. So you can see here that the actual, oh my god, the actual lip color is quite matte, but then this formula is quite creamy, for this one in particular. Still not perfect, but that's basically, that's Controller. Very creamy, classic, kind of shiny, not too, like, what is it? It's just, what else can I say? It's a very classic lipstick color, more on like the almost like a tomatoey red sort of shade. It's kind of like a blue base, a little bit of a blue based red, but like there's a very, 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 very like light shift to like a tomatoey red, but not that I can really notice. But this is like your run of the mill like blue-red, bluish red. I did try this the other day and I kept it on for a while and it did stain my lips, so depending on the intensity of the color, it's possible that it will stain your lips, which can be a good or bad. I feel like more on the Western side, a lot of people think, oh my god, that's a terrible idea, but in my opinion, if you're gonna be wearing this color all day, as long as it like leaves a color on your lips at least, because you can take it off at the end of the day, and maybe if you rub a little lip balm and you let it sit, it will definitely lift off the stain. So as long as it looks decent throughout all day, then I think it'll be fine. Oh my god, I'm like wiping it off. Do you see this? It hasn't even been on my lips that long. It's already stained my lips quite a bit. Alright, and then this one is called Adventurous. As you can tell by the names, they all have a very like Star Trek-y kind of like adventure-y kind of theme going on. I thought that was really cute. It makes me wonder that like who the hell names their products? Because half of me thinks it's super clever, but the other half of me is like, this is so damn extra. So this is Adventurous. Oh my god, I'm so sorry about it. Even with a lip liner, it's obviously not helping my lip lining skills. This is kind of like, on the swatch on the website, I was assuming it was going to be sort of like a brick red sort of shade, but no, this is just like as I expected, or as I should not be surprised, this is like the token orange of the group. You might be wondering, oh, can you ombre these, or not ombre, but yeah, well, yeah, you can ombre these. One little tip she has on the page is that you can use like the liner of one color and use the lipstick of the another to create like a sort of ombre effect, but that's something you can do with anything else. You can use your regular like lipstick or anything, any lip color, and just he's like, my Jun Hyung's like sitting in the back there. He's just watching me talk to the camera with like this stupid lipstick on, not stupid, this lipstick on. Yeah, you don't need these to do a sort of ombre effect, but you can do like a sort of lip gradient effect where you just put the color on the side. But even with that, that's another thing you can do with any lipstick or lip tint or whatever. So yeah, this is a cute color. It's cute. Again, it's sort of that like a classic lipstick sort of finish, not matte, not super shiny, just creamy. Next one is Commander. I will say though that the lip liner is very creamy and very pigmented. I mean, they're both sides are very pigmented, but the lip liner is really smooth, so you don't have to put much pressure, which is a good thing because it can help with drawing lips. Because sometimes, if it's like a really hard formula, you have to like tighten your lips to like really like get the pencil to like the color payoff. With that, if you're like moving your lips in weird ways, you can risk like getting a weird shape, as I've gotten apparently. So I don't know if you can tell, but my lips are quite dry. When you see me before I do this swatch, you can see my lips are quite dry and like shriveled. You know when your lips are dry, they get shrivelly? Well, for me at least. You can see that the lipstick helps to like almost smooth it out in a way. Not as smooth as like the Peri Peta like airy velvet ink lip tint things, but it definitely at least helps your lips look a little bit more smooth. Not drying the lips, I do that thing where I kind of want to lick the inside of my mouth or my lips, but other than that, it feels really comfortable. I don't really feel like I have anything on my lips. It just feels like a lip balm, honestly. But this is Commando. I guess it's kind of like the pinky nude of the group. I think out of all the shades, this is the most natural, I suppose. You know what I am noticing though is that the lip, well, for my lips at least, the swatches on my lips aren't really matching up to what's on the site, so that's why I think videos like this are really quite important. This one is Boji Leader. This is quite interesting though because the lip liner is slightly lighter than the lip color, kind of, or maybe just they have different undertones. But generally, I feel like usually if you have a lip liner, isn't it usually darker than the lip color? Sorry, really sloppy again. I apologize. But this is quite hot pink. Good timing because it's spring and summer, which I think it would be most appropriate for. Now, again, it's makeup. You can wear whatever colors you want throughout the year. But if we're talking about like in general terms, I feel like this is definitely perfect for spring and summer. Not exactly my cup of tea, but I know there are some people that love these sorts of shades. So next up we have Entertainer. What? Can you show me? Well, you don't even see it. Again, this is one of those cases where the lip liner is much lighter than the lip liner is much lighter than the lipstick. I kind of put it more all over so you can get an idea of that color. But It's like a peachy nude. So overall, it's like a apricot-y kind of peachy sort of shade. Not really forgiving on the texture of the lips, so people with quite liney, wrinkly lips like me, beware. But I don't know, I really don't understand why one end would be lighter than the other. Maybe to like add to the center of the lips to make it lighter, but that also would make no sense because this side is like a creamy, shiny texture, and this end is like matte, so it would make no sense to have like a light, put a matte color in the middle, because and even then I don't think it would register like here. Like, what is that? I don't know. Anyway, the color is pretty though, but it's a very like mod sort of shade, very 60s, and it's like a nude, but quite bright. It's like this sounds weird, but it's like a neon nude. So I think it would work better on fair skins maybe that want a nude but want something that will like brighten up their complexion. Yeah, there's what is this one? Entertainer. And then next up we have Advisor, the resident purple of the group. So this is one of those situations where I'm kind of confused as to why, again, the lip liner is lighter than the lip color, because I don't know if you can tell, but it was quite difficult, because if I'm going to line my lips with a lighter color, if I'm going to go over with a darker color, I'm still going to have to like, I mean, unless that's the look you're going for, you want the outside to look like lighter than the inside. I still went over the outside with this one, which made it a little difficult because it's like this chubby little thing right here, and that, as you can see, it looks really wonky. So it was quite, and even then you can see right here there's like the lip liner's peeking through. I don't know if that's supposed to be like a look, like it's supposed to look like it's glowy on the outside, but to me it just looks like it's feathering. I don't know, this is really angry, I'm so sorry. Oh my gosh, it's made worse. But yeah, the only thing I would see the lip liner being lighter than the lipstick color, the only situation I would see that being like a thing where it's alright for me is if I'm like, again, if I'm gonna mix maybe this lip liner with like another shade from another one or any lipstick. In this case, it like with these two colors, it makes no sense to me. Okay, this is one of the more exciting colors. This is Pioneer, and one end you've got like a navy blue shimmery sort of lip color, and on the other end is not really a lip liner, but it's like a glittery sort of shimmery thing that I guess you can add to like the center of your lips to add dimension. Oh, you fucking see, that's one thing I was about to say. Because it's more of like I can't really call it a lip liner even, or like a lipstick, because it's mostly just glitter suspended in some sort of like, I don't know, some cream thing. It breaks off really easily, which is really frustrating. So even on the video, I think she used, what she did was she put it in the center and then brushed it out and lined her lips with a lip brush. So we're not fun with this one. Oh my, this is a really pretty color. But because I was only using this, I mean, I wasn't using a lip brush, which I would recommend you use. The outside's a little bit like not that smooth, which is why the other ones have like a lip liner that you can help to create, because it's sharper. You can definitely create that like sharper lip edge. But with this one, because I'm just using this thing, it's not that smooth on the outside. But I like the fact that this is more, it's not exactly whitening on the teeth, but it's more of like a, not neutral, what is it? It's like a raven blue, it's like a navy blue. It doesn't have like a weird undertone. It's a very pretty color actually. But this is what it looks like alone. I'm going to try it now with this, and you'll see why I won't be able to. Here, let me show you. Did you see that right there? Like, why would you line your lips with that? You could if you want, but... You see the difference? Adds a little bit of something to like the center, but not much. Not really that much. This alone is quite shiny, has a bit of dimension to it on its own, but with this, it adds a little bit of something to the center. I don't want to push this out too much because it's gonna break again. It does give a really pretty effect. I don't wear these sorts of colors, but I think this is, if you're into like really interesting colored lipsticks, this is a really pretty shade. And you don't see this often in like Korean makeup brands. Alright, last but not least, we've got Advocate. This is a sort of like brown, what did they say it was? It's like a brown rose wood, rose gold. This end is like a rose gold pearl. Again, I think this is one of those ones where you kind of do your whole lips with this, and then this is more of like a center highlight shade. But I believe it was this one that I tried wearing for several hours, and I wore it for about 6, 7, 8 hours, and it didn't really budge or anything. It kind of stayed where it was. But again, I didn't eat during that. I was sleeping. Actually, I was sleeping. I didn't eat. I didn't drink water. I did try like getting a drink of water, and it did transfer obviously onto like the lid of the cup, but for the most part the color was still there. It's kind of wonky because just doing the like lining your lips with this end is a little bit difficult. So again, use a lip liner or a lip brush, sorry. But it's actually not is it? I don't know, I can't really tell. It's not too yellowy, which is what I was afraid of when I first tried it, but I mean the color itself is a little bit of like a poopy brown, but low-key I'm kind of living for it. I'm kind of liking it. So this is what it looks like alone. But it's very full on in color, very pigmented, and like even though it transferred onto the cup when I did get a drink of water, it was still pretty much like this. So it transferred here, but I mean for the most part it's still there, maybe with less shine. And then if it was me, I really wouldn't mind taking, like these are really easy to bring with you, so I wouldn't mind touching up. So now I'm going to try putting this in the center. Still doesn't make that much of a difference. Still gorgeous nonetheless. God damn, alone though looks really pretty. So this is what it looks like alone. Oh my god. You could probably do your entire lips with this color, honestly. Any of them you can do that. So technically you're getting like 2 colors in one. It's just that this one you'd be putting all over your lips. And you're probably, if you really like the lip liner end, you probably might run out of it faster simply because of the lack of product. It's much smaller than this one. But yeah. So there's my review on the contour lip colors. Do I think they're necessary? Not really. Unless you are that kind of person that really likes to line their lips and fill it in with color. Makes it easy because it's all in one product. Also, if you like more creamy, slightly sheeny sorts of color or finishes, then I really recommend it. But other than that, I don't think it's like you can do that with if you have a lip brush, you can do the same thing, or even a Q-tip. Honestly, just like kind of rub some on your lipstick and then like line your lips with it, and then just fill in the rest of the lipstick itself. It's not a bad product exactly. It's just one of those products where, for me, it's like it's not very innovative, and it's not completely necessary for my makeup. But if you're that person, again, like I said, then she's cute. She's cute. I'll link them down below if you're interested, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.